What's going on? I'm JayeDeBlack. I want to talk about a breaking news story. News is still starting, to trickle out, so to speak, in regards to an NBA player by the name of Brandon Clarke, who, according to these updated reports, because when I saw that he had passed, there was really no more information than that. But apparently, it may have been an overdose. He may have OD'd. He was in Los Angeles in a home that he was staying in, and he was found unresponsive and deceased on the scene. This is absolutely horrible. We have lost so many young athletes. I've spoken about it on my other channel, my Basic Social Politics channel. It will be, I'll have it linked with this channel, so you'll be able to see the channel itself. I've spoken about these athletes that have lost their life recently in the NFL. We had a former a Dallas Cowboy player that had taken his own life. In this situation, I don't think that's the case. This may have been accidental. We don't know. But it looks like they're saying that he lost his life at 29 to a possible OD. Now, let's get into what this article has to say. This is according to TMZ. It says Brandon Clarke's death is being investigated as a possible OD, with officials finding drug paraphernalia inside the home of the Memphis Grizzlies player was staying at on Monday. The Los Angeles Fire Department responded to a medical emergency call around 5 p.m. on Monday, and when paramedics got to the scene, Clarke was declared deceased, according to NBC4. An autopsy will determine the cause and manner of his death. Clarke's death sent shockwaves through the basketball community, with his agency, the Grizzlies and NBA commissioner, mourning the loss. We are heartbroken by the tragic loss of Brandon Clarke, the Grizzlies said. Let me get to the Grizzlies statement. This is the Grizzlies statement here. It says, we are heartbroken by the tragic loss of Brandon Clarke. Brandon was an outstanding teammate and even better person whose impact on the organization and the greater Memphis community will not be forgotten. We express our deepest condolences to his family and loved ones during this difficult time. The commissioner also spoke on this as well. It says, we are devastated to learn of the passing of Brandon Clarke, one of the longest tenured members of the Grizzlies. Brandon was a beloved teammate and leader who played the game with enormous passion and grit. Our thoughts and sympathies are with Brandon's family, friends, and the Grizzlies organization. Now, let's see. It says Clarke was arrested in Arkansas last month on allegations of speeding, fleeing, and possession of a controlled substance. And that's what people were talking about on X. A lot of people were still alive. There were people talking about how he was arrested back in April, and it may have played some role into what happened. Now, I'm not going to say that, but what I will say is this. He was a promising player. He was a homegrown player. He was drafted by the Memphis Grizzlies. All right, he's a homegrown guy. Had played for any other organization besides the Memphis Grizzlies out of college from Gonzaga. He's Canadian. I believe Canadian Jamaican. And he was a guy that embraced being in Memphis. You had players talking about how the team needs to move out of Memphis, but he embraced it. He embraced Memphis. It's just a sad thing because these young players, and I said it in my other videos about these young athletes losing their life or having their life taken or taking their own life. It's just tragic. I recently spoke about a NFL player who had taken his own life. Young player in his 20s. It's tragic. And depression is real. Depression is real. These young men have nowhere else to turn to because no one cares. You're around a bunch of people who are trying to take from you. Not give, but they're trying to take. And I'm not saying this was going on in this situation, but these guys are under enormous pressure. He was on the last year of his rookie contract extension. He signed a rookie contract extension in 2022, 4-year deal that would, in this upcoming season, the 2026-2027 season, would have been the last year of that deal. So I don't know if it's pressure or I don't know what it is, but I don't know how an athlete go from where he is to there's drug paraphernalia found there. It's just sad. It really is. You wonder, these guys, you never know what they go through. You never know what they go through. The pressures, the things that they worry about, they stress about. Was it his career? I don't think his career was over or anything. The arrest that he had in Arkansas, I don't think was going to change the trajectory of his life. So you have to ask yourself, what else is going on there that would cause him to be in this situation? 29 years old, that's too young. It's too young. Now let me go to this other update from TMZ. It says Grizzlies Brandon Clarke was in good spirits days before his death. Brandon Clarke was seemingly happy and healthy in the days leading up to his tragic death at just 29 years old, his barber tells TMZ Sports. Clarke, who passed away on Monday night in the Los Angeles area, had been staying in the city with one of his friends from college, and Brandon seemed to be enjoying the offseason. In fact, we talked to the guy who cut Brandon's hair on Friday, and he says the Hooper seemed perfectly content during the appointment. Now, I've seen people say, well, a person can hide it from you. They can hide how they truly feel from you. They're not going to tell you everything that's going on with them. They're not going to tell you their stressors or things that are bothering them because they want to reassure the people around them. But maybe this is true. Maybe there really was no issues and no reason for him to feel any type of way or to be any type of way, right? The barber says the guys even watched the NBA playoffs during the haircut, tuning in to the Spurs versus Timberwolves game. TMZ Sports broke the story on Tuesday. Clarke passed away early Monday evening, leaving the sports world stunned. Everyone from Brandon's teammates to the Grizzlies and even the NBA expressed condolences over the horrible news. I've already read y'all that statement. So according to the barber, everything was good with Brandon. There was no reason to feel like there was anything going on that, that would have made him be put in this situation. If they're saying that they found drug paraphernalia, they're definitely going to go after whoever he got it from. This happened with Michael K. Williams. They went after the dealer and put him in jail. Could this be the case? If they found drug paraphernalia, they go after whoever he got it from and prosecute them. I could definitely see that being the direction that they go into, because in these cases, they want somebody to be punished, especially if he did not try to harm himself. And it was a matter of him accidentally having an OD, which has happened. So I could definitely see more information coming out about this, but it's still sad. Nevertheless, this whole story, 29 years old, gone. This is it's terrible. So let me know in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on all my social media platforms, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Rest easy, Brandon Clarke.